Hello friends, today in this particular video we are going to discuss about design of a CMOS NOR gate. So in my last videos we have discussed about CMOS NAND gate. So today in this particular video we will discuss about CMOS NOR gate. So for that we are going to recapitulate the truth table of a NOR gate. So let us see how the NOR gate truth table operates. So here we can see this is the truth table of a 2-input NOR gate. So generally its gate symbol is this one. If you could remember that if it can be of 2 input, then it will have 4 combinations, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Similarly, it may be of 3 or it may be of 4 inputs also. Depending upon the number of inputs, the combinations will increase on the basis of 2 to the power n concept. Okay. Now, if I assume that the inputs are A and B, that is A and B, and the output is Y. So this particular gate, this is the digital gate that we studied in digital electronics lectures. In this particular video, we are going to design this particular digital gate using CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors. Now if I talk about CMOS means it is a combination of PMOS as well as NMOSes. So let us go by the design rules. So what is the rule says regarding this particular CMOS gating, that if it is the operation of plus, so if it is the operation of plus means addition operation, so the PMOSes and NMOSes, how it is connected, please see. So for addition purpose, the NMOSes always connected in parallel and the PMOSes are always connected in series. So you please remember this. So this is the basic principle of a VLSI design. Similarly, in my last video I have shown you that CMOS NAND gate. So during that time it was AND operation, dot operation. So if it is a dot operation, then always remember the NMOSes are always connected in series and PMOSes always connected in parallel. So here in this particular video we will not discuss about AND operation, we will discuss about OR operation, that is plus operation, addition. So for that, if we have this particular logic, so how we can design the CMOS? First we will design the pull up network and then we will draw the pull down network and then we will connect these two, okay, to make a CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So for that, if it is a 2 input, that means please remember there has to be 2 NMOSes and 2 PMOSes. Okay. Now for that, here how many PMOSes we will require to make a pull up network, because this is connected in pull up network, this is connected in pull down network. Why? I told you earlier that PMOSes always can surpass logic 1 very easily, this one, and pull down network always can surpass logic 0 very easily. So that is why pull up network, in that particular pull up network all the cluster of PMOSes are there, and in pull down network it is comprises of all NMOSes. Now if I want to draw that particular PMOS that is to be connected in series, that means how many PMOSes will require? 2, because here 2 input options I have given, A and B. If it is a 3 options, that is 3 inputs, then the PMOSes will be required 3. So let us draw 1 and 2. So this is A, this is B. So I have connected this 2 NMOSes, 2 PMOSes, because PMOSes are always connected in pull up network. So 2 PMOSes are in series. So my pull up network is completed. Now let us draw the NMOS. So here will be one NMOS like this way, and the other NMOS, this is to be connected in parallel. So let us draw like this way, another NMOS. So I can write here B, I can write here A, or vice versa. Okay, now let us connect these two in parallel. So both the NMOSes in pull down network are connected now. Now I have to connect this pull up and pull down network. So I am connecting this. So pull up and pull down network are connected. In between I need to bring out the output. And make sure that the pull up network should be connected properly with VDD. VDD means plus 5 volt or 1. You can assume 1. In digital, plus 5 volt means it is logic 1. And pull down network is always connected with ground. That means 0 volt. This is 1 volt. Okay, because it is a digital. Actually CMOS is always operates for the digital logic applications, digital switch. Okay, now coming back to this particular scenario, please understand one thing, that if any MOS, okay, say suppose for a PMOS, okay, say suppose for a PMOS or NMOS like this, always remember one thing, that for a PMOS, if I apply 1, so what value it will give? If we apply 1, it will give value 0. Why? Due to this bubble. Okay, so if it is giving the value 0, that means it is off. So if I apply here 0, then it will give 1, that means it is on. Similarly for NMOSes, if I apply 1, so what value it will give? 1. So it passes 1 means the transistor is on. If I apply 0, since no bubble is there, so it will pass 0, so it means it is off. So the basic principle is that whenever the transistor passes 0, it is assumed that the transistor is switched off. Whenever the transistor passes 1, it is assumed that the transistor is switched on. So this is the basic principle of transistor for getting switching on or off. So if you can understand this logic, very simple logic, so right now I can go for a proper description or detailing of that particular operation of that particular circuit. So let us see. So let me draw the lines first, tables A and B. So this is A and B are inputs. Okay, so we can write down here is as inputs, and then Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So let us assume that this Q1 and Q2 are this one, Q1, Q2, these two PMOSes. Let us assume this Q3 and Q4 are these NMOSes, Q3 and Q4. So this is, let me write down PMOS, and this is for NMOS. Clear? So let us see that what type of output value it will give, because output, let us assume it is V0. Okay, so I am going to write down here the operations, okay, that whether it is switched on or off, and depending upon that we will verify this particular table. Then only in our today's video we can say that we have designed CMOS NOR gate successfully, or maybe we can term it as that we have designed a 2-input NOR gate using CMOS technology. So let us see. So let me write down, if it is a 2-input, I have told you that if it is a 2-input, how many combinations will come? 4. So 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So these are 4 cases. So for the 4 cases, what is going to happen? Please see. If I draw this thing using black pen, okay. Now for, let us see for case 1, this is 0 0. Let us see for case 1. Okay, so for case 1, what happens is that here I have applied A and B, both are 0 0. So let me put using pencil so that you can do it in your home also by every time writing this thing using pencil, and then you can rub it out for finding out the all combinations in the same page. Okay, so here let me draw this. A and B are both 0 0 for first case. So let me draw here, for A is 0, B is 0. Here also A and B both are 0. So if it is so, that means, so for that 0, what will happen? Due to this bubble, it will pass 1. That means Q1 is on. Can I say? If A is 0 and due to this bubble the transistor gets on, so can I say that Q1 PMOS gets on? Similarly, if B is 0, so the PMOS 2, that is Q2, gets on. Similarly, for this NMOS Q3, if I apply 0, so it will give 0 only, so it is off. And Q4, so same, it is off. So let me write down all combinations here. So Q1 is on, Q2 is on, and Q3 is off, and Q4 is off. So if it is so, then what output I will get? Very simple. आपको देखना है कि ये आउटपुट किसके साथ कनेक्टेड है. You have to see that this output, which terminal it is getting connected with that output. अगर यहाँ पे both Q1 and Q2 both are on, that means the output can easily be connected with VDD, that is supply voltage, through transistors Q1 and Q2, whereas that output cannot be connected with ground. Why? Because both the transistors are off. If the transistor both are off, it will act as open circuit. Whereas this PMOS, since it is both are turned on, so we can say that it is a complete circuit or closed circuit. So if the output is directly connected with VDD via this line, so the value of VDD will appear in the output. So what is the value of VDD? 1. So I can write down here, it is as output is 1. So let me check whether the truth table of the NOR gate is matching or not. Here the truth table of the NOR gate is, for 0 0 combination what it will come? For 0 0 combination it will be 1. Same as if you can tally this thing with this table, you can easily understand that for 0 0 combination, yes, the output is 1. So this is how you have to verify all 4 cases. So if I see the case number 2, that is if A is 0 and B is 1, what it will happen? So I will simply rub this B so that you can understand properly. So what it will happen? Here I will make B1 and here also I will make B1. So for that, since A is 0, so it will become on because it will pass 1. Since B is 1, due to this bubble it will pass 0. So Q2, my Q2 will become now off. Understood my point? Very simple. Again I am repeating. If A0, so in input 0, due to this bubble, the Q1 will pass, actually it will give the value 1. But here since B is 1, so Q2 will give the value 0. So Q2 is off and Q1 is on. Similarly, if Q3 is getting the input combination 0, so that means it will give the value, what it will give the value? 0. So this is remain off. But here since B is 1, so this Q4 will become on. Now here comes, you need to understand. Since Q4 is turned on, that means, let me write down this all. Q1 is on, Q2 is off, Q3 is off, but Q4 is on. Now since Q4 is on, what happens is the output can be connected with ground through this line, that is through Q4. Whereas this line is already gone because this is off, cut off. Here the output cannot be connected with supply. Why? Because your Q2 PMOS is gone. Although the Q1, that is PMOS 1, is on, there is no point of getting is on because you cannot have a direct path because Q2 by that time is already gone, right? So output is having no connection with supply, but output is having a proper connected connection with ground. So the ground value will appear in the output. So my output value will be 0. So let me check here. The combination here for 0 1 it was 0. Here you check for 0 1 it is 0. Is it matching? Very interesting. So similarly for 1 0 combination will same thing. For 1 0 you can do it at home. If A is 1 and B is 0, if A is 1, same thing, it will be vice versa. Check, please check here. If A is 1, B is 0. Similarly, if A is 1, B is 0. So due to this bubble, A is 1, so Q1 will pass ultimately 0, that means it is off. And due to this bubble, I am putting B equal to 0, that means Q2 is on. This NMOS will give 1 only, so Q3 is on, but Q4 is off, right? So let me write down all this. This is on, sorry, this is off, and then Q2 is on, Q3 is on, but Q4 is off. So for that same thing, the output still in case 3 can have a connection through this line, because my Q3 is on but Q4 is off. Doesn't matter because it is a parallel connection, but here it matters. Why? Because although my Q2 is on but Q1 is off, so again it is a cutoff situation here, open circuit, so the output cannot be connected with VDD, so the output will reflect the value of ground, that means 0. So here it is 0. So let me check the combination. For 1 0 it was earlier in digital electronics, we know that it was 0. So here using all CMOSes, playing with all CMOS and PMOS combination, here also we are getting 0. So it is matching. Similarly for last case, if it is both 1 1, now if it is both 1 1, then what will happen? Please check. Here if I apply both 1, A1 B1, similarly here also A1 B1, what will happen? For that, this one, this is off, this one, this is off. For this one, this is on, and for this one, this is on. So what will happen? My both upper network is full gone now. My both upper network, I mean all Q1 and Q2 both are getting turned off now, whereas my Q3 and Q4 both are turned on. So since both are turned on, that means the output can have very well connected with ground, and the whole circuit here with between supply and output is now gone. This is cut off due to both are off. So I can write the value of ground will reflect in the output, that means value of ground is 0. So what is the combination? Here we have seen for 1 1 it is 0, so we can check here also for 1 1 the combination is reflecting 0. So this is how we can understood in today's lecture that using CMOS, the digital NOR gate, that is 2 input NOR gate I have designed in this particular video, it can be very well designed, and all the cases, that means all the combination can be very well verified using proper VLSI technology. Thank you for watching this video. In my next video we will tell that how more complex gates can be designed using the same VLSI CMOS technology. Thank you for watching this video.